Well, Dr. Lutzer, Christians have literally suffered at the hands of governments since the birth of the church. Augustine talked about the conflict of the city of God versus the city of man. How do you see where we are today in the light of that history?
You're absolutely right that Christians have always had a struggle between freedom of conscience and the role of the state. In fact, 2,000 years of church history shows that. Today we find that in America, which really is an anomaly, most people don't realize that.
Yes.
Throughout history, Christians have always suffered at the hands of the state. And if you think about the Middle Ages, during Luther's time, it was the church that invaded people's consciences. Mm-hmm. And Luther did not have freedom of conscience, and heretics were put to death. Mm-hmm. Today in America, what we are having is the continual encroachment of the state into matters of conscience. When the children of Israel were in Babylon, they were expected to bow before Nebuchadnezzar, yes, and the great image he put up. Today we also have a God, and we are being asked to bow to it. It's the God of tolerance. And today, if you are for life, you are intolerant, and that means that you must hate women. If you are for strong borders, like I am, you're a racist. If you oppose same-sex marriage, you are hateful and you are a bigot. And by the way, we should be so tolerant, in fact, that we should accept Islam's intolerance. And this certainly is happening in Europe as well as here in the United States.
Right.
So what we are finding is we do still have freedom of speech, but that is being limited, not just legally, but Frank, my great heart is this: the church is being shamed into silence. We have grandchildren now in college. I'm not so afraid that they will be talked out of their faith. I am much more afraid that they will be mocked out of their faith. Yeah. And so we have before us a tremendous challenge to represent Jesus Christ in a culture that has lost its way. Yeah. Let me explain it to you this way. It used to be in our culture that all of our games were home games. The people in the stands, people in the stands were generally on our side. If they weren't, they remained silent. If I might put it this way, now all of our games are away games. The people in the stands are opposed to us. They call us names, and they rejoice in all of our losses. So the reason I wrote the book, The Church in Babylon, is to try to answer this question. How can we live effectively and represent Christ in a culture where our light is seen as darkness? How do we live in a culture that is clearly losing its way, politically, morally, and spiritually? So it's a great time to be alive, but we need to be able to think clearly about these issues and then ask ourselves, what can we do to represent Christ in the midst of this situation?
So tolerance has become, we tolerate them, they persecute us, and the question becomes, what are we going to do with and about that? In your book, which is an amazingly timely letter to the churches for the day that we're facing, and in your book you call for a new commitment to the important things of our aspects of our calling. And you make the point that commitment without obedience is not really much of a commitment. Speak to that a little bit.
And you know what we need to be able to do is to define what obedience means. Because in evangelical circles today, you have those who say, we just stick with the gospel. Jesus died for our sins. Well, that of course is the centrifugal force of everything that we do.
Right.
But we have to be involved redemptively in our culture.
The whole culture.
The whole culture. And you know, many younger evangelicals, and by the way, there are many of them that are serving God very effectively, and so we're thankful for them. But many of them, for example, have withdrawn from politics. They've said, well, you know, you lost the culture war, and we certainly seem to have lost the culture war on so many different issues. But my burden is many of them don't even understand why these battles are so important. And so what's happening in our society, on the one hand, you have people who are being shamed into silence, and they are quiet amidst all that is happening. And on the other hand, you have those who may be involved in a way that is actually counterproductive because they are not representing Jesus Christ well. And I maintain that God has called us to this hour, to this moment in history, for the purpose of representing Him and representing Christ with a culture in one hand and the Bible in the other, and relating the two and bringing them together.
Dr. Lutzer, thank you so much. This is such a critical topic, and you've written such an excellent book. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you.